DC, and whatever means necessary to win the elections will be used to win the elections. And so, if anyone doesn't understand, they should go and bend the sea. Of course, over the weekend as well, or even before the weekend came, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong Kodia, has also been complaining about certain appointees who have lost touch with the base of the party and has been threatening to publicly name some of them. Do utterances like this inure to the benefit of the party as far as election fortunes are even concerned, and even politically speaking? Dr. Richard Amwakoba is a political scientist, former political science lecturer. He's joining us here on the telephone line. Dr. Ba, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Star.
Morning, welcome.
Thank you very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm a medium.
Medium?
Yes. Not too good, not too bad.
Not too good, not too bad. Where is the medium stemming from?
Well, that's what it is. Not too good, not too bad. It's in the middle.
I see. Well, at least you are fine. And we will. At least you are fine, and you've been able to join us. And we're grateful that you've joined us this morning. First of all, let's talk about our Greek Minister Brian Echampong and his comments. About not handing over power, about winning the elections at all cost, and if anyone doesn't understand, they should go and burn the sea. I mean, one would say he was on a political platform, and so when you're on a political platform, you say things like this to whip up your base. Do you find anything wrong with his utterances?
I don't think public officials should talk like that. You should talk with decorum. Say, you tell someone to go and burn the city. I mean, you don't care what the president thinks or what he does. But you do care. And that made the situation worse because what he said is not a criminal thing. They are not going to hand over power to an NDC. They will do anything they have to do to win. As long as winning is in it, it is assumed that you go through the electorate. So you cannot say that they're going to do anything criminal to win. You may say everything in our power means we work 24 hours a day. We go from house to house. Whatever it takes. That's what you're supposed to do in elections. You see, by the way he said, it makes it appear as if he's going to engage in some kind of criminality. Of course, if you do, you'll be arrested. So that one you can't do. That's what you should assume. And so those who want to respond to him, it's not everything somebody says you should respond to. And this one of them. Because he knows he cannot engage in criminality. Because the very party he's trying to win for will be disqualified because of it. It's happened in so many other places. And so we should assume that he's not talking about things that are illegal. And that's it.
Do comments like this politically have any effect on the image of the political party or the fortunes of a political party going into the elections?
Well, this is necessarily the problem because if some people misunderstand and they think you are talking about criminality. Say, shenanigans, lies, anything you can do. But I don't think that's what he's talking about. That's why he has the audacity to say go and burn the sea. Because if he's done everything that's within law, what can we do to him? So then he'll be bold enough to tell you that. But that's what I'm saying. You don't talk like that in the public forum, especially if you're a politician. But in Ghana, we do what we do. Eventually, I'm sure it will change. It's not the best, I can say, but it's not the worst either. Yes, people have said worse things. So we should hope for the best, and keep trying, training people. No matter what it is, this is not war, It's a contest. If you win fair and square. That's it. That's how it should be. And we should not encourage anybody to think that it can work along the margins and win and everybody will be quiet. No, it won't work. If you do that, you are bringing trouble into the country. So I don't think that's what he means.
We've had a response, from the NDC side. For example, the deputy communications officer has been heard on record to have said that um, if they say they will not hand over power and they are men, they should try. We'll meet them, and we'll know that when iron meets iron, there are sparks, and then there is fire. So there is also this posturing which has been adopted by the other side. What does it
Because of
do
how
to us? What does it do to us as a country in terms of
it is not good.
tempers and tensions and all that?
It is not good. The thing is, there's already tension in the system. You don't need to add to it. So in speaking like this, add to it. It's not a good thing. If you really examine the statement properly, you see that there's nothing menacing about it. Just that we assume certain things. And this is why he's also emboldened, because you assume. Maybe it has all good intentions. How would I know? When the election comes, you will see. If you engage in criminality, you'll be arrested. You may be disqualified completely. You see, somebody says, well, they don't know how to burn the sea, but they can burn hotels. You don't burn in hotels. If you burn somebody's hotel, you'll be arrested very quickly. And you may kill people. Don't do that. This is one of those statements you don't have to respond to. Well, just look at it. As long as you can explain it another way, don't respond to it. Because that's what he's going to say. You try to ruffle your feathers, your position feathers, to think that this is what is going to happen. It can't happen that way. We don't have any government in this country. No. If you have not won, you have to hand over power. You have no choice. If you win, you don't have to. This is the problem. You see, he said we will do everything to win. He said that. And if he has won, why should he hand over power? That's the problem. That means you, the one listening, you didn't listen to it properly. He didn't say we won't hand over power, period. If we win, that's the issue.
So moving forward, what do we do? I mean, in terms of making sure that we are not hearing some of these comments which have the potential to stir up trouble. I mean, is there anything that realistically can be done about it to stop politicians from making these kinds of utterances?
It takes a bit of training, just one session in an afternoon will do most of these, get rid of all of these. The moment he says, if we win, that means he won. Or if he's won, why should he have overpower to you? So it's a dead issue. That means you didn't pay attention to the details. You just jumped to conclusion. And the way he said it, it means he's going to add criminality and cheating everything in it. But that's not what it means. So just listen to it and brush it aside. Of course, if you won, why would you hand over power? That's the question. So this is not an issue that anybody should be upset about, fight about. It's just the way he said it made people think that since NDC is wrong, they're going to do something else to win. But that's neither here nor there. It remains to be seen what will happen during the election.
I mean, what advice will you be giving to political parties, going into the election in terms of what they need to say in order not to stir up tensions, as you've already mentioned that tensions are already high as we're headed towards these elections?
Well, they should be advised. They should train their members. They should talk to them. They are professionals. They're supposed to be professionals. Professionals don't talk this way. And they don't respond to things they don't have to respond to. There's logic in it. If he's won, he won't hand over power. What is wrong with that? But if he doesn't win, and doesn't want to hand over power, that is a different thing. Then you can take him to task. But I don't think anybody can say that. When Muhammad lost, he handed over power. Do you think he would have handed over power if he won? No. And so it's a non-issue. Right? Non-issue that they shouldn't pay too much attention to.
Right. Now, switching our attention to something else. Very recently, we saw that in a Facebook post, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party said some of the appointees of the government have lost touch at the base. And he says he may be forced to mention, some of their names, sort of calling them out. And this is something that he has said that he doesn't regret saying. Politically speaking, right, and in terms, I mean, especially considering the fact that we are going to an election and all of that, was the General Secretary in the right, so to speak, by putting up a post like that on social media, talking about non-performing appointees who have lost touch with the base of the party?
Well, I can't say he's right or wrong, but I can say it needs to be addressed because some people have this attitude that if the president appointed him, even the party officials cannot do anything to him. That is clearly there. I'm sure this is why he's saying what he's saying. And he should be commended for bringing this out. You see, I've seen it myself. Some of the people appointed don't even know the party members. They don't know party leaders. There's nothing because all they care about is who appointed him. And if you tackle such a person, he will let you know you did not appoint you. One, two, they run to Jubilee House to complain to the president, this and that. This is going on. It's not just the new appointees. The old ones too, some of them do that. They don't care. As long as they are on the president's good side, they don't care. That's it. And so he's in the right. He's in the right, and it's about time it's addressed.
So when we say appointees have lost touch, what do we mean? Or what do you mean when you say appointees have lost touch?
Well, look at telling people that if you are a Ghanaian person and a soldier comes and hits you, hit him back. What is that? That's the sort of thing we are talking about. Arrogance to the core because he thinks the president got his back. It's not necessarily true that the president supports such a person, but that's an example right there. You, the minister, you are telling people to fight the soldiers. I'm saying it's so illegal. Listen to what he's saying. It's not only him, there are so many. Some regional ministers behave that way. They don't care about anyone. They do what they want because they have certain people behind them. So it's not just a new one. And I say it's a good thing he has mentioned it. They have to deal with it.
I mean, so would you say he should call out those individuals by name?
That one I don't think is right yet, because you don't warn a person by bringing everything to the public. You warn him first. If he doesn't change, then you bring it to the public and let the person who appointed him know that you are going to do that. And that person most likely will talk to these people himself. If it's the president who appointed them, he will talk to them. He has warned you, if you don't shape up, we're going to put your name, throw you out. I will even fire you myself. There you are. So it's okay because this is a critical election for the party. By all practical purposes, NPP is coming from behind. Look what has happened in these few days, right? And so if you get people not pulling their weight, not fully supporting their party, well, you're on the losing side.
Very well, Dr. Ba.
Yes. In a way, JFK is speaking for himself because if they go to opposition, he pretty much lost his job. He has his job as the same as secretary in opposition. So it's in his interest to make sure that everybody pulls his weight and they win.
Very well, Dr. Ba. Thank you very much for speaking to us here on the Board and Star.
You're welcome.
Dr. Richard Amwakoba is a political scientist speaking to us here on the Board and Star, of course. He's also a member of the NPP. We know that he has tried to be chairman of the NPP before. It's 9:27 a.m. You're still tuned into the Board and Star here on Star 103.5 FM.
Says she's on.
To the phone lines pretty soon. Activate the phone line so that you can give us a call. It's a brand new week, and so we're starting with trying to get some of your comments for you to tell us what's on your mind. So tell us what's on your mind. We'll activate the phone lines. We know that we've not activated the phone lines for a while now, so we're activating the phone lines for you to give us a call for us to have a conversation this morning here on the Board and Star. Tell us what is on your mind about some of the issues that we've talked about, right from the newspaper newspaper review, all the way through to International Youth Day. And of course, we've just spoken to Dr. Bam. So you can give us a call, and then we can have a conversation here. The number is 055-288-0216. 055-288-0216. The phone line is activated. The phone line is activated. 055-288-0216. It's a nice Monday morning. We're starting afresh. You can give us a call and let's hear what you've got to say on the Morning Star this morning. In fact, all throughout the week, we'll be activating the phone line so that you can give us a call and let us hear from you on the Morning Star today. So let's talk to our very first caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, boss.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Yokishi. I'm calling from Takrady, respectfully.
Thank you very much for calling us from Takrady.